Is this it? Is this the 19th episode of the Rise of Djibouti? The answer to that question is yes. And as you can see, we are slowly running out of world to conquer. So, what we're going to do in this particular version, or episode anyway, of the Rise of Djibouti, is we are going to take every single last bit of South America and take a look at how it affects our economy. Because why not, right? Yeah, why not? Let's see. First we're going to take Nicaragua. Let the beast fall. It's the gateway to the rest of South America. Seriously, this is even a competition? They just have that much infantry? Yes, they do. Conquer! Take it all. Bring it all down. One inevitable step at a time. Quick, to Costa Rica, before they have time to react. Make them send all their men here. Die with honor, you cowards. Well, not really cowards, you know. The Costa Ricans have most definitely fought to the last man, even if it only took a few days. Can you imagine what type of technology, like, the Djiboutians at this point in time are really sporting if they can literally wipe out, like, million-man armies in just days, in just a few days? It's crazy. It's absolutely insane when you actually consider it. Oh, look at these guys coming around me, thinking they're gonna take me over, as if they're that bad, but they're not. They're not that bad, ladies and gentlemen. They are not. All right, let's annex these guys. Boom. Let's annex these guys. Boom. And let's annex these guys. You realize that's like record time. This is 3 countries in like a minute flat. So, what's next? Well, Colombia, for one. And we have to take over Cuba and those little islands in the Caribbean. But first, I need to figure out where my navies are. Ooh, and we should take that from France. But we are on good terms with France for now, so I'll just go ahead and move my ships out here next to Cuba, and we'll go ahead and take Cuba over. I don't think Cuba's going to be that big of a problem, a threat, really. So we're just going to see what happens, and let's see. No new messages, nothing important. However, I do feel like I made a promise last time we played, and that was to take China. I think I'll take China over last time. I'll save China for the very, very last, and I will take everything else over, incorporate it into the great nation of Djibouti, and then move on from there. In the meantime, why don't we take over Colombia? Yes, do it! Onward to Colombia! Incorporate our Djibouti-ness. Give them the amusement parks they so desire. Yes. Come, attack me! Attack me, you fools! Bring it on. I bring delicious, refreshing amusement parks and slushies. We love slushies in Djibouti. What other stuff do we have? Elephant ears. Yes, delicious elephant ears. And because we own, I don't know, the entire world, we've got bratwursts and all other sorts of types of food that go into our carnivals and our amusement parks. Yes, little Djiboutian clowns walking around making inflatable balloon animals for children. It's a wonderful, wonderful place, this Djibouti I speak of. Yes, full of amazing happiness and so on and so forth. Ooh, look at our tourism. We're actually making a pretty good amount of money off of tourism. Even our personal income tax is insane. It's really not even our resources that are keeping us going. It's the money. Look, and every Djiboutian citizen makes around $34,000 a year. I'm telling you, this is like the utopia. Like in a modern country context, assuming that values like dollar values have stayed the same throughout all this time. This is quite the utopia. It's like the happiest place on earth. Djibouti is really Disneyland, just in disguise. Yes, go to war with Cuba. Let their defenses be tested against Djiboutian might. Onward. I should actually probably bring this whole army, just in case. You don't know what these guys are packing. All right, move those guys over there. Okay, well, clearly they're not packing enough to stop me. Oh, and look how poor the Cubans are. Ooh. We need to fix that. Make the Cubans just as rich as we are. And first we need to get past this paltry military. Oh, they're actually killing some of my stuff. Impressive! Oh, but not impressive enough, obviously. Take more, take more! Alright, well, there goes Cuba. Annex that little piece of land as well. And what, we could take over the Bahamas. I feel like this one's not island hopping. You literally just take the main island and bam, you got it. And like, seriously, how strong can the military be? 41,000 troops? I can live with that. Move! Move, yes! Attack the Bahamas! We care not for their defenses. Okay, so this has been a breeze. Yes, we're going to take them as well. Look at this. Like, I'm doing this all in like a year's worth of time. I will admit, it's really not hard. All bow before the might of Djibouti in this modern era of unification. Onward to Haiti, and then the Dominican Republic. Yeah, completely take over the Caribbean, and then we can just, you know, be happy with that. I mean, at least take that and then possibly South America, and in the next video, we will conquer the rest of the world that still remains free from our giving, illustrious grasp. Occupy. Boom. To the Dominican Republic. I'm really going to step into one of these countries, and it's going to have like a massive population, and I'm not going to be paying attention, and I'm going to end up being incredibly broke. But I'm sure we'll be fine, right? Right? Yes, these are the countries that always get me. The ones that are so small that it's like literally, there's like one major road going through it. Look how zoomed in we are. Look at this, look at this. And the crazy thing is there's even smaller islands still to take over for the Djiboutian force. At some point, you half hope it would just be automated. Come on, there we go. Onward. Yes. Declare war on France. I don't care. No F's given. No fucks given. Oh, I guess I already control that. Okay, what about this place? Dominica. What about this one? We're island hopping. Hopping on the islands. Yes, click. Annex. Of course. Annex it all. Annex every little bit. Take everything we can. Leave nothing for anyone else. What about these guys? I don't know. Saint Lucia. Didn't I take them over already? We're still at war with them? No? Alright, well, let's take it over now. Onward to glory! Now, this is definitely one of those islands that's kind of like, seriously? Seriously, who made this? Who is this for? Look at this little dinky thing. I have no way of clicking on it. Try clicking on my forces again. Get as close as we can. Put it in the center of the screen. Move there somehow. Damn. Whatever. I don't care enough. Let's try this one. This should be easier to take over. Yes, yes. Island hopping. There we go. See, we can click on that one, but we can't click on the other one. Whatever. Annex it. Bring it into the fold. Honduras. Or what's left of it, anyway. Take notes, United States and Russia. This is how you take over Afghanistan. Full brutal force of Djiboutian tanks and might. Yeah, that's right. Bum who you have to bum. Send in massive forces. That's how it'll be done. Make sure no insurgents survive. That's how we do it in Djibouti. And then we offer them amusement parks. So the war with Venezuela begins. Bring it! Bring it! With your, like, 400,000 men and pathetic technology. What year is it anyway? 2124. So that thing, I think that means like 2 years has passed since we started our little campaign of South America. I was about to say, well, we are making some progress. We've pretty much already conquered almost, if not all, of the Caribbean, and I'm making sure that I've got everything annexed. There's a lot to annex. Oh yeah, there's a lot to annex. Look at that little tiny island up there. That's what I hate. I really hate those tiny islands, man. Yeah, I want to attack Guyana. Do I look like I've stopped yet? Why would I stop now? No. Look at that, I can take this over with 1 infantry. I don't really know what the rest of my army is. Occupy the territory that we need. Do the damage. Conquer the world. Let it be done. Wow, these guys actually did a pretty good number on my forces. A decent challenge. Look at them. Oh man, those artillery guns are insane. Look how many tanks I've lost. I'm not used to losing this many tanks. This many units in general. This is a devastating battle for the Djiboutian forces. No doubt about it. Look at that. Oh wow, we lost 240 vehicles and 646 infantry. Jesus. That's like a bloodbath for us. Well, good on you, Peru. You've been able to actually stand up to Djibouti, at least a minimal amount. You did what most countries could not. You actually killed my tanks. Too bad you destroyed and part of the great Djiboutian Empire at this point in time. I was about to say, I feel like this is the last of the main French forces, too. Fighting me in Suriname. Yes. Yes, bring it on. Lest thee fall. Jesus Christ. We produced 240 billion. Is that how much that is? Is that 240? Yeah, I think it's 240 billion in drugs every year. We produce more drugs than we do tobacco with 81% market share. Beautiful. Djibouti sponsors recreational drug usage. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and legalize drugs. Certain drugs, mind you. Yes, yes. Legalize it in Greater Djibouti. Who cares? Now, finally, to bring down the great power that is Brazil. They're like the main person who's left. Everybody else is just kind of dead. Useless. Withering corpses as far as I'm concerned. So, let it be done. Let us move our main army into Brazil to take this land, which be rightfully ours. Yes. Occupy. Actually, no. You could probably just wait for all those Brazilians. I think that's actually this is the largest army in the world, or at least the last major army in the world. That's why I actually deployed some extra infantry vehicles and air defense forces to bring it down. And as you can see, my strategy worked. God, the Brazilians did have a massive army of infantry. Good goodness. Too bad. Every day we killed... Oh my God, that is just a slaughter. The Peruvians did better in the long run. And bam, now we have Brazil. Quick, we must take all these southern forces. These be the last remnants of South American society. Bring it into the fold. The fold of Djibouti! Oh, Chile's putting up a fight too. Come on. This should be the last of their forces, though, in this area. Get them all in one fell swoop. They actually managed to liberate all those areas of Brazil that I conquered in like one turn. So, now it is ours. Ours and no one else's. Look at that. One APC is taking on 47,000 infantry. It's insane. And so it seems after a lengthy campaign, the last bastion of hope for the world, I think, has fallen to Djiboutian might and shall be annexed shortly. And then we'll see how it affects our economy. Speaking of which, look at that. A 3.3% unemployment rate. And only 15% of the population is below the poverty line. Delicious. Delicious indeed. Let's raise education a little bit. Even just a smidgen is hundreds of billions of dollars. It's crazy. I was about to say, but Djibouti looking good. This is like, that's like Southeast Asia is all that's left. Japan, China, India. the Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos area, Australia. That's it. That's it, man. And we've conquered the entire world. Can you believe that? Yes. So we'll see what happens once we're finished annexing these other South American countries. Ooh. Taking over South America. Oh, there we go. There we go. It kicked in. I was about to say it didn't help my economy because it actually brought it down to 500 billion balance. But yeah, it definitely shot upwards once we actually got everybody incorporated into the great Djiboutian empire. We're going to increase this by 10% just to kind of make sure that we're meeting consumption in all areas. A little bit at a time, a little bit at a time. But in the meantime, I think this is a great place to go ahead and stop this particular episode of the Rise of Djibouti. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Look, we are almost there. We are almost there. Our population is 3.7 billion. And pretty much nobody else is keeping up with us in strength anymore. So, well, nobody is keeping up with us in strength anymore. I mean, we could look at the military maps, and I basically guarantee that nobody on this map even has a decent military. Well, no, let me shut up. India does. India's the second most powerful in the world. And then Japan, Pakistan. But needless to say, they're not going to be able to beat Djibouti. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way. So, it's looking pretty good for us, isn't it? But anyway, this has been Commissar Bro. Thank you for watching episode 19 of the Rise of Djibouti. And let's see what will happen next time in the 20th episode of the Rise of Djibouti.